everyone, this is Roll20 and welcome to episode 7 of Roll20's Sky Factory 4 Let's Play series. Today, I want to get going with what we were working on last episode, which was eventually getting to an osmium sapling, right? So, nickel resin is a thing that we're going to need, right, to make a nickel sapling. So I want to get that going. Because our goal is osmium saplings, so that we can get osmium, so that we can get into Mekanism, so that we have a better way to process the resources we're getting from our trees, right? So, like, next step for me in my mind is I'd like to process stuff better than this. This is just fine for early game, but it's very slow to melt down materials, and it's not super awesome in any way, shape, or form. So I want to get it better, right? So we don't want nickel resin, I want nickel amber, right? So that we need just the cocoa beans, right? Which we should have gotten here. We actually have quite a lot of. Thank you, nickel. And then nickel sapling will be an iron sapling with molten nickel. So that shouldn't be a problem. We should have iron saplings. Wow, really? We're like filling up iron already? That's pretty cool. Iron sapling, sweet. I'm gonna need to manage that. Those chests are filling up fast, probably on account of the fact that they are only half slab chests. But it was the only way I could get them to, sit together. I wonder if you can, like, if you stack half, like, if I do that, like, are they? Yeah, no, they're just completely separate chests. They're cool that they sit on top of each other, but they're still completely separate tile entities from each other, which is actually confusing. I guess I could see how that would work. But yeah, they're different from each other. So we're gonna get nickel now, which is exciting. I'm excited to get nickel. I like that. That'll be cool. I should get myself another hopper. I can do that in a minute. Boom. So that'll be your nickel sapling. And that checks off nickel from our list. Cool. Okay. So now that we've got nickel, I'm going to want a hopper. And a bonsai. And let's go put this on one of our lines here. That should be cool, right? Right next to lead, gold, and iron. Works for me. So that'll get me nickel sapling stuff, and that'll be good. So now that we've got that covered, we should be able to get emerald saplings, right? So last episode we made a green slime crystal. We need nickel resin to get an emerald sapling. So we're gonna need diamond and 2 tin resin, right? So wow, look at you. Wow, look at you. My drawers are already a mess, and I'm gonna have to do something about this very quickly. So this should be tin resin, right? 2 tin resin. Yeah, the problem is all the wood that it produces. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all this wood. That's the shenanigans. Wood and sticks, they really kind of fill up the inventories, don't they? Hey, we're getting flint from our gravel stuff. Sweet. All right, did I get a resin yet? I did. Which is cool, which means I can make an emerald sapling, which is exciting. Slightly less exciting is that I need another bonsai plant. Good job. Okay. With that taken care of, that and that. And then we're good. Emerald sapling. You can go sit next to my buddy Diamond. Oh, that's right. That's coal. Yeah, you can just chill here for the time being. I think once we get all of our trees situated, we should be in better shape. So emeralds check, right? So now, in order to get quartz sapling, we need an emerald sapling. So I might grow that manually, because the bonsai trees are actually really slow at making additional saplings. So we'll see. But why don't we work on... So, like, netherrack we have, quartz we have, right? But we need to work on the magma slime first. So let's get that going, right? So what we were looking at last episode is that we need blazing pyrotheum, right? Which we can totally melt in here, in this guy, right? And lava can apparently handle him. That would be cool. And we need 4 bottles worth, so we need a bucket. So ultimately what we need to get this slime tree is going to be a bucket's worth of blazing pyrotheum. Okay? Now, pyrotheum dust, we can get sulfur from the grinder, right? We said. So we need a grindstone, which is just, you know, that looks pretty straightforward. Cool. Is that smooth stone that I need? All right, somebody get me a bunch of smooth stone real quick. That should be fine. Kind of want to make sure you don't go too crazy. Because iron is the thing that we really need lots of. And I want to make sure that I'm not wasting time with iron. Yeah, look at all this crazy shenanigans we've got going on here. I really need to figure out a better storage solution. That's not going to work long term for me. Not at all. The half slab chests. They're cool that they can go next to each other. Like, this is where I would use crates from actually additions, or where I would use iron chests, or like there's a bunch of other things, right? The only one I can think of that might work better is this dude, but remember, he needs a decent amount of iron, even for a vanilla-sized chest, right? Even for a vanilla-sized chest, right? Even if I did 3 columns and 3 rows, which is 9 inventory slots, you still need a decent amount of iron, right? So I think once we get... What I think I'll do is once we get to a point where we're processing the materials better, right, with Mekanism, then we'll look into doing that thing, okay? So that should be cool. Now, I do need the emerald sapling, I said, right? But let's get this thing first, right? So we're waiting on some of you so that we can do this. Okay. And you can just chill wherever. I don't exactly have a reasonable process for how any of this stuff works, but I should at this point, shouldn't I? Netherrack, please. Boom. So we're going to need 4 sulfur, right? Grinding. Sweet. That's cool. Are we getting niter from that too? Because that's pretty neat. I like that. That is cool. And then you, and then I need you back because I'm going to need more blaze dust. All right, so blazing pyrotheum comes from pyrotheum dust, which needs a little bit more redstone than I currently have on me. And I need 4 of them, right? And then we're going to take them over to here. And you give me that nickel ingot. And then this will turn into blazing pyrotheum, and then we need a bucket's worth of it. And I'm pretty sure a bucket can be filled by just placing it in here, right? So we'll just have to wait for these guys to melt, and then we'll be good. And then that'll get me a quartz sapling, which will be awesome. You still haven't got me another emerald sapling. So if we don't have an emerald sapling by the time we're done, we're going to grow an emerald tree manually and use the crook, right? But we'll hit that point when we get to it. The other thing I'm noticing is last episode I questioned whether trees would stop growing once their chest here fills up. The answer appears to be no. So the trees still visually appear to grow, but I guess they're just voiding their resources, would be my guess, which is kind of a bummer. Not the end of the world, but a little bit of a bummer. And boy, does this take a long time to melt. So guess what? We'll be back in a minute once it's done melting. Because don't forget, we have a 4th one to melt. This sure does take what I would call a significant amount of time. But there's 750 millibuckets, so one more long wait for me, one more short video edit for you. Gee, Dar, why are you so addicted to tick accelerators? Why do you need that bottle of time all the time? Well, this literally takes like 5 or 6 minutes. Hooray! Blazing pyrotheum, which we can then pour into the bucket. And then we're going to want a slime sapling so that we can get a red slime sapling, and that would be cool. Hooray! Blazing pyrotheum, check. Blue slime sapling, boom. Red slime sapling, double boom. Super cool, very excited. Thank you, everyone. I'm happy. So let's get you ready to go over here, because I'd like to, well, I don't know if we need that. Though, to be fair, I'm pretty sure these leaves are different than normal leaves, so they take longer to break, so I might as well use the crook. They're a little bit painful. They don't break quite as well. Man, I really want Vein Miner at this point. Though, you know what? Here's the deal, right? By the time I unlock Vein Miner, I'm not going to need Vein Miner anymore. So I might not even bother with it. We'll see once I get to that stage, right? What's interesting, though, is there's so few prestige points that you earn through normal progression of the pack. You get them with that weird mechanic that I described in the first couple episodes, but I don't see prestige points happening. I've found, for whatever reason, that if you water the block next to the tree, it grows faster. I don't have an explanation as to why. I'm just telling you what I've observed. I might be wrong. It just seems to me like it's better. Anyway, yeah, so like, if I'm looking and reading the achievements tab correctly, you're only going to get like a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prestige points from playing through the pack start to finish. If you ignore the whole this thing, Parabox guy, right? So we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to, at some point, like I said, create a Parabox and let it run. And just earn a bunch of prestige points off camera, right, between episodes. Let the game run for an hour, come back. I've got 6 prestige points. Yay! How are we on Magma Slime? Good enough. I think that works for me. So with that all taken care of now, my suspicion is that I am now good to go on what I need to get to go on, which is making the red slime crystal, right? So let's confirm that. We need 1 soul sand, 1 of you. I'm going to put you guys away. I'm going to add you to the Pokedex thingy. You guys can go in there next to your other slime saplings. You can convert to this. I need 1 more netherrack. Because I need 2 of you to turn into this, and the other 2 that, and then this, this, and this. Beautiful. And then that to that. And I'm happy. I'm very happy. Thank you. Very, very happy. That looks cool. So that checks the box on that dude, which means now we can get quartz saplings, which needs 2 more netherrack and a nether quartz and a emerald sapling, right? So 2 more netherrack, nether quartz, and then just the emerald sapling, which may or may not be done by now. See, emerald saplings do not generate from this very quickly, is what I've observed, right? So I'm going to take you, make another crook, and we will get this dude in here. And you know what else I would love to do is void these iron nuggets. That's my trash can now, except it didn't work with the iron nuggets, but it's worked with other things. Grow emerald tree. Give me emerald saplings. I can already tell I got a few. Yeah, I've already gotten 3, so I'm going to call that a win. Works for me. I'm going to replant. One of them. We'll Pokedex the other one, and then you can go in here, and you guys can go in here and here. This guy can do that. Oh boy, I'm already running out of inventory for all the things. So one of these guys is going to be needed to make my quartz sapling. Hooray! Quartz! That's cool. That's super cool. Quartz will probably wind up having to be down here. So let's go make another hopper bonsai, right? Now, in order to make the osmium sapling, right? We need the osmium amber stuff, whatever it is, right? Osmium amber, which needs quartz resin. So we don't need a quartz sapling, we need quartz resin. So once we grow this tree once or twice, we should be cool, right? So let's definitely get... Do I have no more iron? I must have more iron. Really? No more iron? Really? Did I use up all my iron that I had? Well, looks like we're going to take this and put you in here, and we'll come back in a minute once I've gotten a bunch more iron so I can get the hopper bonsai. Well, I'm going to need a couple, so why don't, like, while I'm waiting, we'll do this so that we can, at the very least, let's not forget the need for extra saplings just to be safe, because quartz was quite the hassle to get. And I would hate to have to go through that again. Now we're talking. Beautiful. Okay. Hey, you trash can. I made one of you last episode, remember? Warning, deletes all items. Warning acknowledged. All right, so with you being good now, right? So quartz sapling is check. Quartz resin should be check. That means osmium amber, which we want to make now, right? Needs what? I'm going to need a nickel resin, 4 iron, and 2 copper. Right? So 4 iron, 2 copper, and a nickel resin. Where did I put my nickel? I think he's over here, right? Cool. And that should get me osmium. Sweet. You can be almost done melting. Then I have to melt the osmium amber over a mineral sapling, which, refresh my memory, it's lapis with a bottle of water. So you melt that, dude. Get me a thing. Let's get lapis sapling. Should be over here somewhere. Check. Bottle of water. Check. Oop. Cool. Mineral sapling. Good to go. You're going to melt that down. And then when you're done melting that, we can pour out the iron that's in there that we're making for our hoppers and be good to go for osmium tree. And then we can get into Mekanism. How cool is that? All right. So we did it. We did the thing. You know what? It's tricky, some of this stuff. I'm not going to lie. Some of it's a little bit tricky. What is this? Quartz acorn? Oh, right, because I broke a quartz tree recently. I don't have quartz hopping yet, so we'll take care of that in a minute. You please pour that out. Boop, boop. And then you start melting the osmium. And then we can pour that onto the mineral sapling. You're doing your thing. You can melt. And then an osmium sapling would be very nice to have. And then we can get 2 more of these things. Cool. All right, so you're good to make that. Osmium tree. What is up? That is cool. I don't even know how many more resources there are to like get for trees, but we're making pretty good progress. I think this chapter actually will tell us. So we need ardite, glowstone, cookie, and cobalt, and that's it for trees. At least according to the quest, right? Least according to the quest. So now I should be able to do that, and I should have another iron that I forgot to snag here, which means let's get 3 more regular chests. Turn those. I'm just going to get 2 for now to conserve on resources. Okay. So one's going to be quartz, which I'm going to pop over there. Quartz sapling. And one's going to be osmium. So this is another line of metal trees. So I'm going to pop this one here. and that's where my osmium sapling can sit. And I'll call that a big old win. I like it. I like it. Cool, guys. So we are definitely on our way. So next step will be, you know what I'm probably gonna do? I'm gonna steal you for a minute because I'd like to get an extra sapling, and I want to. It's faster to plant these dudes and grow them, right? So we're gonna get this guy grown. We're gonna make sure that we get at least one osmium sapling so that we can replant it over here. Okay. And then we should be good. It'll be a little bit faster for us to get a little bit extra osmium this way. All right, let me harvest a few of these trees. Wow, I didn't get a sapling out of that. I should have crooked it. Oh, no, I did get saplings. Cool. I was going to say, bad luck. But, I mean, I made it a point to get one sapling anyway, so I wouldn't have to worry too much about it. So we'll be back in a minute once I harvest a few trees, get some more osmium, so that we can get going on Mekanism. Oh, hey, a pig just wandered into my base. Hi, pig. There's extra utilities in here? Really? No extra utilities? Really? No extra utilities. Mob imprisonment tool should be a thing to pick him up. If I had a guest here, which sugar, spider eye, hellish matter can make. Doesn't look like we're getting gas tears anytime soon. So that's interesting. Hello, pig. He just kind of wandered in out of nowhere. I'm assuming that he spawned on the grass out here, and just decided to come on inside and hang out and say, "Hey, Direwolf, what's up?" So that's cool. I got osmium. I'm working on more. I wanna get 9 osmium so I can get 2 blocks worth. How's that sound? So I'll be back in a moment. All right. So second osmium block cooking up. Hello, Mr. Pig. He's like, "Hey, Direwolf, what's up? I'm watching you make osmium." So you're good. So that means, if I'm not mistaken, we can get into Mekanism. Now, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to power our Mekanism machines. I can only assume that Mekanism generators exist. Now, I did plant my coal tree, which means we should have coal going on somewhere over here. Yeah, there you are, buddy. What's up? How's it going? Thanks for all the coal. And all the wood, apparently. Yeah, you are just silly with the amount of things that you have. So that I'm just checking, right? That's pretty much your main thing. Now, what are you used for? You can be used for that, and you can make coal amber, which can turn into liquefied coal. Okay, just checking, just checking. Just want to be prepared for things that may come in the future, right? So let's take a look at Mekanism. So what kind of generators are available for Mekanism? I'm sure there's a coal burning generator, right? I would assume, right? So the first thing we need to do is get steel. So we're going to need the machine that makes steel. We're going to need probably some more iron and redstone than we currently have. Let's get more redstone, because I'm sure I could use more of that stuff. So redstone is made with just the acorns, right? What does the redstone amber turn into? Just destabilized redstone. Fair enough. So you turn into that, and that's a healthy amount of redstone. Holy cow, is that a healthy amount of redstone? Long story short, you get lots of redstone from that redstone tree, which is cool, right? Like really healthy amounts of redstone. Really need better storage of resources. What I might do is something like this. Let's just like put a bunch of things in here that might be useful to have down the line. Like I want a resources chest and then like a not resources chest, right? So like one for like ingots and one for like just blocks and not super useful stuff, right? Like ingots and dust can go up here. I don't know if porcelain's gonna count. but like osmium and tin and niter and that stuff. And then this guy can chill down here with the slime balls and stuff. Looking good. What else? What else? What else? I've got bacon I should just eat. The stone mattock, have I touched that once? I used it to till the land, didn't I? Yeah, you can probably just... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you over here with the other plant-based resources. Cool. And I might steal this cactus, because I keep forgetting I'm putting cactus over there. I can go in here with the other cactus. All right, that's a little bit more organized, right? Bucket of mud can hang out in there. Maybe the glass. I like that. All right, with that cleaned up now, we're definitely going to want our iron. We might want... Did I put iron in here? I did. So let's get more and get ready to melt you down, because we're totally going to want Mekanism. We want to make steel, right? Steel ingots from Mekanism. Right, so that is going to be made in the... I think it's the enrichment dude, right? Steel blend is made in the metallurgic infuser. Yes. So we need some osmium for sure. I don't know why I didn't bring that with me. And a couple furnaces. Right. Metallurgic infuser. Booyah. Sweet. You're ready to pour, and then you can have 3 more iron amber so that you are ready for another pour. Now, Mekanism generator... heat generator, solar generator, gas burning generators, biogenerators. So the solar stuff, like we've done those before. We know what they're all about. They're cool, right? They work. Heat generator. What does that do again? Like, is this just your standard coal burning generator? I forget. I don't think I've ever actually used that one. And then biogenerator, I think, runs off biofuel, which is basically crushed food or saplings. I wonder if I can use anything that I have an overabundance of. Looks like mostly just saplings and food. Cactus would probably be nice, because that thing grows pretty quickly. Yeah, it's all saplings. I was hoping like maybe acorns were added or something like that, but it doesn't look to be the case. Right? So you're good. That's cool. Always on. That's neat. Accepts and deletes items, accepts and deletes fluids. That's a pretty cool trash can. I like that. What other generator options do we have? Oh, we have simple generators. Simple combustion generator. Well, that's cool. Simple culinary, ender, nether generator. Do these things show me what they burn? Oh, nether stars. So are these the ones that were like holdovers? Oh, that's neat. I think that's what they are. They were like the geothermal generator. You don't say. Forge energy per millibucket. Forge energy per millibucket. What would be involved in making one of you? A cauldron, a magma block. All of these things are possible right now. A lava generator. I like that. We know how easy it is to make lava, right? And how quick it is to make lava. Right? Right? We could automate that. I'll be right back. So let's get a slime ball. Let's get... I think you make blood, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's get this. Let's get this. And there's one of those. Sweet. So I need another one of you, and I need more netherrack. So why don't we just get all of this that we can to make netherrack. And then turn this guy into that dude. Hello, pig. Right? And that. And then this and 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 this. And all that. Cool. So with a cauldron now, all we need is a furnace and a block of redstone, and we have a lava generator. What's up with that? I like that. I was hoping there'd be some kind of lava gen based on how simple it was to make this, right? So I'm thinking over there is going to be where I set that up. So can I make another cobblestone cauldron? Because that would be lovely. And another torch, right? And then we've got our bucket. We've got that. We need our metallurgic infuser. So for now, let's just like pop this dude here, this, well, would you look at that? Cool, simple geothermal generator. Generate energy from hot liquids. Energy buffer, tank capacity, upgradable, false. Upgradable geothermal gen. Upgradable true. All right. The speed modifier will increase. That's cool. Ooh, look at that. There's a whole book on it. Geothermal. Oh, there is an upgradable geothermal gen. Would you look at that modifier component? That's probably not entirely out of the range of possibility right now. But, like, I also don't know that we need that, right? Now, you've got power. You're happily cooking along with a nice little internal buffer. So this is obviously something we're going to be automating. Right? Seems logical enough to automate this. I guess a good question is, do you stop using lava once your internal buffer is gone? Right? That's going to be an important one to know. Most of the other machines from Mekanism require steel, but the metallurgic infuser is going to get me steel. So that's cool. So let's throw some of this in here, right? So that should start cooking. I forget how much carbon you use to get, like, the refined... Like, there's 2 iterations you have to go through to get steel, right? So that's going to use 1 carbon. That's going to use another. Oh, no. Not in this pack. Okay, that's cool. It goes straight to steel blend. Typically in Mekanism, there's extra steps, right? So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So that's 70 and 7. So that should get me 8. So I like that. And you are just doing a pretty good job. So you're producing less energy than this thing is using. And how much are you using? 20. You produce less than 20 RF a tick? Really? How much do you produce? I mean, his name is simple, to be fair, right? Yeah. How much do you produce, though? If you can't support 20 RF a tick, how much do you actually produce? I'm sure once we get the upgraded one, like, he'll be better, right? I just wish I knew what the RF per tick was. That's what I'd like to know. I don't see that metric shown. Show recipes. Show info. You're not telling me what the RF per tick is. You show me your capacity and the amount of RF you produce per millibucket. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, it's basic, right? Simple geothermal gen. I'll take it for now. All right, I think it's wrapping up point, so we'll come back next episode, and then we'll get into Mekanism. There's obviously, like, we know there's plenty of Mekanism machines. How many times have we done ethanol? It's probably in our future, though. Now we can finally get into tech, though, because Mekanism will unlock item, fluid, and energy conduit transfer stuff, right? And it'll also unlock the ability to, you know, start automating, start processing, and doing all kinds of other cool stuff. So I think next episode we'll focus on Mekanism. We'll get our machines up and running so we can process all these materials we're getting. Then the next thing we're going to want to do is store it. Because storage is quickly becoming an issue for me, right? Like, we know that that's a problem at this point. And we should probably do something about it. What? I'm not sure. Now, to be fair, we can... There's a packager from Cyclic, which seems to handle all the things pretty well. I'd like to, once we get item transfer conduits from Mekanism, test out how this packager works, right? Because that'll probably be a nice way to handle most of the things. And it doesn't look like that bad of a recipe, so it's totally attainable. Package items in bulk, such as iron and gold into blocks. Supports custom recipes added by Craft Tweaker. So clearly those recipes were added, right? And that's cool, right? So I can remove Osmium from our to-do list over here. I definitely want to add the packager, because that should hopefully be able to help me automate all this stuff. And once we get... we're probably going to need some kind of sorter. And we're also going to have to figure out how to get all this stuff to, you know, do something. I haven't figured out what I want it to do yet, but we'll figure it out eventually. For now, Darrell 20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. You know what we say around here. Take it easy.